Welcome back to our Better Off with Advice online videos. Have you ever wondered what happens to your super when you die? Perhaps, like many people, you assume that it'll become part of your estate and distributed according to your will. But you may be surprised to learn that the beneficiary of your super is often determined by the trustee of your super fund. And unless you provide specific instructions, your super death benefit will be paid according to the governing rules of the fund as well as the relevant laws. You can, however, provide direction to the trustee. By having a valid, binding death benefit nomination in place, the trustee is bound by your nomination, so you can provide specific instructions about who should receive what. Having a binding death benefit nomination in place gives you certainty, and with certainty comes peace of mind, especially if you have a complex family structure such as divorce, stepchildren, etc. It can also help speed up the benefit payment, which could be important if someone is relying on those funds. Your beneficiary can choose to receive a regular payment or a lump sum. So who can you nominate as a beneficiary? There are rules around who you can nominate. You can't just pass your super to anyone. Your beneficiary has to be a dependent. Now, a dependent includes your spouse, including de facto, opposite and same-sex spouses, your children, including step, adopted or ex-nuptial children, anyone who is financially dependent on you, anyone in an interdependency relationship with you, or a legal personal representative. Do you have more than one dependent? By having a binding nomination in place, you provide direction about who receives your benefit. But don't forget to renew your nomination every 3 years or whenever your circumstances change. This brings us to the next question. Who will receive your pension when you die? You can put a binding death benefit nomination in place, or you can nominate a reversionary beneficiary. In the event of your death, by having a reversionary beneficiary nomination in place, your pension is transferred seamlessly to that person. What's the difference between making a binding death benefit nomination or nominating a reversionary beneficiary? A binding death benefit nomination would suit a lump sum payment, and as we've mentioned, it has to be updated every 3 years. A reversionary beneficiary, on the other hand, is nominated upon commencement of the pension and transfers seamlessly to that person upon your death. A reversionary pension can have a lesser impact on the beneficiary's social security entitlements. There are, however, some disadvantages to be aware of. The reversionary beneficiary is not entitled to an anti-detriment payment, which is essentially a refund of the super contributions tax. As with every choice you make, there are advantages and disadvantages, but understanding what these are can help you make the right decision, and that's how we can help. To make an appointment with your local Bridges financial planner, simply call the number on screen now, or click the Make an Appointment with a Bridges Financial Planner button. You can also download our fact sheet. For more insights, look out for our Protecting Your Wealth video, which reveals some important wills and estate planning tools, including information on powers of attorney. After all, you're better off with advice.